So friends, in view of the rampant crime in India and the horrific incidents which are taking place every now and then, I need not to mention the names, but we have faced the pain of Nirbhaya case. Then we faced the pain of a young medical student, or she was a medico, was raped in Telangana. And then Hathras happened, and there is no end of such incidents. The day changes, the name changes, the place changes, sometimes the nature, the mannerism of the crime changes. But then we are facing these things day by day. One may say that things are getting gross, much more horrifying with passage of time. It's one thing to do that such episodes take place, such incidents take place. We all criticize that, we discuss that, we suffer the pain, we live that pain, and then we are made to face another such incident. We realize that one, we need to deal with all these cases one by one, but you as a society need a overall change. Overhaul change is needed in the society. The approach is needed to be changed. We have to educate ourselves. Not only we need to educate the men to tell them to respect women, to change their attitude towards women. We need to educate us also. Us, I mean to the women. We need to embolden us. We need to embolden us by informing us our rights, informing us that what we can do, how we can deal with the male around us, how we can actually assert our status, our position, our choices, our choice to be respected, our choice to be conducted, to be dealt with, to be behaved, to be attended in a different manner. And these are various aspects where various nuances which are needed to be addressed. One of such is that we are making everybody aware of not only the rights by educating them about the legal aspects of it, societal aspect of it as well. So we thought of creating a platform to provide voice, creating a platform to make women to speak, creating a platform for the women who can speak, to use their voice to create voice for others. So we as three of us, me, Advocate Shobha Gupta, Nomi as a law student and intern in the office and a very essential part of the office, and Prachi Apte, again a lawyer, and who is associated in the office. With three of us as a founder member have created a platform in the name of We the Women of India. We want to generate a very, very broad platform in various ways, which Nomi would explain further, so that the women can come along to gel well at one place and create a forum for all. So this is how we are starting with various social media platforms. Nomi would give more details and Prachi would add value to those details further. Nomi, please carry on. What all you are doing, what platforms are there, please inform everyone, like what are the available platforms for everybody.
So We the Women of India is available on Instagram. We have a page on Facebook. We have an account on Facebook as well and Twitter. And we're also having a YouTube channel because we're going to be holding a lot of discussions, and we're going to have discussions, debates. We're going to conduct various we're going to encourage people to come out and talk about what they feel about issues. So these will be documented and these will be posted on YouTube as well. So we are going to have three different mediums through which we're going to be reaching out. One is through video. One is we're going to be informing the public about a lot of things like laws, judgments, cases that are happening. And we're also be going to be conducting protests. So these are the three different ways through which we can be reaching out to the public. And we're going to use social media at first, and then we're also going to do a lot of field work where we have discussed that we're going to go to villages, we're going to have small discussions, we're going to call 4 5 people so that we can educate them, because there are a lot of people who are not aware of so many essential laws that will help them survive in the long run. And other than this, we are also going to be providing numbers for people who would like to contact us with any kind of information, with any kind of idea that they feel that they can add to our platform in any way. We are going to be available on email and through social media for all ages and for all generations. And we're reaching out to each and everyone who wants to be a part of this and who has the will to come and share our ideas with us.
Yeah. Ma'am and
Prachi,
yes, ma'am.
You tell us how are we, like some experiences
Yes,
or some
ma'am.
instances
Yes.
which you can, by which you can explain the viewers
Yes.
that
Yes.
how we are projecting that no, or making people understand the value of no, the choice of no.
Yeah. As ma'am and Naomi said, like we would like to hear the stories from people. Like, for example, I would like to quote an example wherein I have faced it before 10 years. I was traveling in a shared cab, and the fellow who was sitting beside me was a male, and he started expanding, and he started rubbing his hand and all. So at during those days, even that act of his, I did not like that act, but I could not say anything. I had to sit quiet and travel throughout the journey. So these are the instances, like somewhere girls face, like someone is blinking the eye, someone is shouting, someone is talking. So these are the instances many girl faces. But what we have been taught is like we ignore such incidences. So this is a platform we want the girls, the women to come forward and share their experiences, and share their, if through video or write-ups. So we will publish it on our website, and we have to tell people that when a woman says no, they should learn to respect that no. Means,
And I add something here, Prachi. When you say no,
yes,
you create a culture that no is not for you alone.
yes,
A habit, a culture to be inculcated in the man to listen to that no,
yes,
to abide by that no, a nature to be added that when one woman says no, that means you have to respect that
no,
and yes, pursue that. Once this is inculcated in everybody's habit, so a woman knows she can say no. The man understands that woman has a choice to say no and he has to abide by that. You would be improving the basic fundamental culture to interact between a man and women.
yes,
And it would really play a big role in improving the perception about women, your status, and how a man perceives a woman. It may really work as a root change for the societal change which we are talking.
yes.
That is not the only solution. That is not the only problem. But maybe one of the major aspects to address today's scenario, like where we are standing as a woman. You cannot objectify a woman. You cannot play with a woman like a toy. You cannot use your wishes over a woman irrespective of her wishes.
Yes, here we the essential point is we need to convey our no. The slogan
That's
goes,
true.
Yes.
no is a complete sentence. The slogan goes like no
Yes.
is a complete sentence. This needs to be
Right.
yes, ma'am. This needs to be understood by all the men.
Right.
And the mindset has to change.
It, I believe, would play a big role when once the society starts understanding this thing, that a woman would decide how would she want to be conducted, to be behaved, to be dealt with.
Yes.
I would not be leaving upon your choice. How would you behave with me? I would be dictating terms, and please abide by that. Naomi, say something or add something into it.
I completely agree, and I think that no is a complete sentence should have been our tagline from the beginning. It really signifies a lot because we have to start voicing it. We have to start. We cannot normalize being quiet. We cannot make it a general rule that we are supposed to be quiet, because we're not. It's a violation, and wherever there is a violation, we have to be encouraged to speak. And that is what we are about. We are encouraging people to come out and speak and not keep quiet anymore, because it's been too long that we're quiet. Anything happens, we talk for a month, we talk for 2 months, and then we forget about it because we think that, oh, this is so normal. Like, fine, when the next incident will come, something will happen that time. So we're not waiting for that incident to happen. We're trying to stop these incidents from happening, to generate a fear, to generate deterrence, like you say, in minds of people. When they think about something, they should feel scared. They should know the law. They should feel scared of it, and they should have a inherent respect towards everyone.
Yes. Yes. That inherent respect, like it's very simple. When you're passing through a shop, you cannot just pick up few items from there, because they know the shopkeeper would not only scream at the person, he would get him to jail, or he would react. But you can just pass by rubbing shoulders to a woman.
No.
Why? Because the woman may not be reacting, or maybe
Exactly.
9 out of 10 would not react. So what is normal is you violate a woman and she would not be reacting. We have to change this normal. We have to make sure that if not all 10 would react, at least 9 would react, only 1 would remain silent. So to create an atmosphere when a man is really scared of misbehaving because he knows she would react, and she would react would be a general perception.
Yes.
So let's begin with it. I hope, Nomi, you are providing numbers, phone numbers, contact details, everything over there.
Yes, yes. Everything is going to be available to everybody who tries to reach us.
Yes.
So friends, this is a beginning. We can keep adding the facets into it, improving. But to begin with, we want the voice to be raised, voice of no to be raised. Let the other know that what is acceptable to you as an individual, what is not acceptable to you as an individual. And let it be an informed society, informed behavior with you, informed mannerism with a woman, because a woman makes the whole society. Good luck and welcome on the platform.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.